Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you'll be listening to a hypnosis session designed to boost and dramatically amplify and increase charisma. Charisma is one of those resource states. It's a very interesting one because everyone intuitively recognizes it in other people. And it's clearly a cocktail of many different attributes: confidence, self-assurance, but also charm and the ability to connect with other people quickly. Normally likability, but you can have charismatic people that aren't that likable. There's an energy and intensity to them. So intuitively we recognize it, but it's slightly more complex to distill. I was working with a particular client that is in the process of reinvention from the perspective of tapping into their optimal self. And charisma is one of those attributes that they really felt would be useful in this upgraded version of themselves. And their influences for charisma were real people, so certain high profile, let's say politicians or people from the world of sport, but also fictional characters. So I've never seen Entourage, but there's a guy there called, I think Bobby Axelrod, something like that. That was one of the people that he thought was very charismatic and had a certain energy. Shows like Billions, for example, or maybe that's from Billions. I don't watch these shows clearly. But these kind of characters that are the archetype of the charismatic alpha male type of character was what he desired to be like. So you're going to hear a hypnosis session that uses a device, and I'm a big fan of movies. And some of the tools in movies map across quite well with hypnosis. I'm just about to fly out today to Hypnothoughts in Vegas. And last year I did a whole talk about movie metaphors. And one of the tools that sometimes you find in superhero movies is the reinvention phase. So if you think of characters like Deadpool or Wolverine, quite often they go through something, sometimes an experiment, sometimes, some kind of genetic change. But quite often they end up in a chamber. But when they leave the chamber, they leave transformed from the person that went in. And obviously for a viewer, you get the sense of something's happened to justify that new version of them with all these powers. So I utilize that device tool, that plot device tool in this hypnosis session by creating this idea of a futuristic laboratory, a chamber that's like a flotation tank, but almost distilling the essence of charisma from all of these people that the client considered to be highly charismatic. So there's a few things going on here, but the essence of it all is to tap into the feeling of being ultra charismatic. And one of the key foundations of this session is that charisma is a learned ability. There is a myth, I think, that charisma, you're born with it. And in my experience, I know some very charismatic people. I've worked with some very charismatic people. And knowing what led up to that version of them, it definitely wasn't innate. This is something they worked on in the same way that someone can get better at a skill. Someone can get better at the function or the resource state of charisma. So if you feel that you would benefit from additional resources in your life that could help you in some way, There is a link in the show notes to schedule a free call with me, a free consultation call to explore what it would be like to work with me. But you might find this kind of superhero, futuristic sci-fi hypnosis session may actually enhance your own charisma, in which case, find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in that resourceful feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow any feelings of tension or stress or doubt to leave your body in that outward breath. As you breathe in and breathe out, just feel that in addition to feeling relaxed, you're able to access a state where change is possible. Breathing in confidence, charisma, and exhaling any insecurities, any doubt. Feeling that you're becoming more of the person where you're at your best. As your breathing slows down, the breathing deepens. And as the breathing deepens, you're able to let go of any tension in the neck and the shoulders, in your forehead or around your temple. Just feeling that you're starting to float. And sometimes you've had dreams that you could fly. And you've had experiences where you've been floating on water, maybe something inflatable. And I want you to tap into that feeling of feeling light and floaty, so that the tension can just melt away. I want you to imagine that every superhero had a time where they lacked those powers. I want you to think of those people that you consider to have the superpower of charisma. Right now, they seem to exude confidence and charm, connect effortlessly. But I want you to think all the way back, seeing them as anxious children, nervous teenagers, young adults riddled with imposter syndrome and self-doubt. And I want you to accept the idea that charisma is built, is made. Charisma is intentional. I want you to get a sense that in life, it isn't what happens. It's what you do with what happens. And all these charismatic people at one point figured out that they could question themselves, they could doubt themselves, they could be less than what they're capable of. But they figured out that when they get closer to living a life where they're challenged, willingly embracing difficult things with no guarantee of success, willing to overcome adversity again and again and again. The self-belief, the competency, the confidence becomes impenetrable. It almost becomes part of their DNA. They've seen too much and done too much to question. And even if they do have that self-doubt, it's not visible. Just like an expert poker player bluffing with a poor hand, they can exude certainty and confidence, and nobody would know. So as you breathe in and breathe out, I want you to accept the idea that nobody is born with charisma. It isn't innate. It is acquired. And partly it's acquired from setting the attention to acquire it. I want you to get a sense that successful people quite often have things that are linked with success because they intended to have it before they did. I want you to get a sense that charisma and charm is something you've had before, but you will have an even greater level of charisma in the future, simply because you desire it, and you will build it, and you will practice it until it becomes just who you are. I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine a futuristic laboratory. I want you to imagine glass cylinders surrounding the middle of this laboratory. And in each cylinder, I want you to imagine that there is someone that you associate with charisma. And maybe you can just see a few of them, but I want you to imagine that 1,000 of the most charismatic people that exist in the world, their essence, their charisma, is about to be extracted and integrated into your character, your values, your life. I want you to see people in these cylinders, real people from the world of sport, politics, business, even fictional characters that only existed on a screen. I want you to imagine seeing these characters almost like they're frozen in a cryo chamber, in a large glass cylinder, looking like they're asleep. I want you to imagine the scientists here in this laboratory have the ability to distill the essence of charisma. And right in the middle is almost like a flotation tank. It opens up. And I want you to imagine this is for you to bathe in this flotation tank. Imagine wearing whatever clothing is suitable, and then climbing into this flotation tank, feeling that floating sensation, almost like you're resting on the surface of the water. I want you to imagine the flotation tank closes and it's all dark. But you have this idea that the charisma of the 1,000 most charismatic people that exist, real or fictional, dead or alive, is being distilled to go through a process where all of those qualities infuse with your character. your identity, your beliefs and your values, so that when you leave this flotation tank, this chamber of charisma, you will leave already feeling more charismatic, but more importantly, having the characteristics to become dramatically more charismatic. So just feel like you're relaxing there in that chamber, the chamber of charisma, that flotation tank where change takes place. Imagining that charisma is being distilled from the most charismatic people ever to have lived, for you to take the essence of that charisma and infuse it into you and who you are. And think of some of the people that could be in those glass cylinders around the chamber, and get a sense that some of their qualities are infusing into you as you start to create new beliefs like the fact that your charisma radiates effortlessly, drawing people towards you like a magnet. You exude an undeniable air of gravitas and certainty in all that you do. That your self-belief is soaring to new heights. You trust in your abilities, knowing that you are capable of achieving greatness, of being exceptional in the areas of your life that matter the most. That with intentionality, you move forward with purpose, making decisions that align with your vision and goals, feeling that you are leading either other people or yourself with confidence and assurance. Nobody wants to be a one-trick pony, but your multifaceted competence shines brightly, and you excel even more in various areas of your life, effortlessly navigating challenges and thriving in every endeavor that matters. And your natural ability to connect with others is unparalleled as you effortlessly establish rapport, creating meaningful and lasting relationships that the people you work for and with can rely on you to deliver. Get a sense that a powerful drive, an obsession to improve is being integrated into you. You are charismatic and influential. You are admired and respected by those around you, embodying the qualities of some of those people you can imagine in those cylinders. Ari Gold, Anthony Robbins, Harvey Specter. Just imagine the essence of their charisma is already integrating into you. And just like Bobby Axelrod, you possess the tenacity and drive to achieve your ambitions, and you inspire others to do the same through your actions and mindset. Having that charisma of Harvey Specter, you carry yourself with confidence and sophistication, leaving a lasting impression on everyone you encounter. Your communication skills are unparalleled, and you possess the charm and magnetism of Don Draper, captivating and inspiring others with your words. a storyteller. And similar to Conor McGregor, you approach challenges with a winning mindset, embracing the thrill of competition and emerging victorious in every situation. Imagine what it would be like to embody the leadership qualities of the most charismatic leaders of all time. Perhaps people like Bill Clinton, guiding others with wisdom and empathy as your influence extends far and wide. And feel what it would feel like for your charisma to be a beacon that draws people in, that your captivating presence leaves a lasting impact on all those that have a privilege of interacting with you. I want you to get a sense that you're not afraid of high standards. Imagine that you are your own motivational speaker, inspiring and motivating yourself and others with your infectious enthusiasm, an unwavering belief in the potential of the human spirit. And I want you to scan your body for where you feel that charisma, that magnetism. Treat it like a wellspring. Imagine the location and imagine it growing and expanding within you. Visualize it, see it growing. And as it grows, so does your belief in your ability to switch on this charisma, to be intentional with it, to use it when it serves you. Your magnetic energy lights up any room you enter, and your aura of gravitas commands intention and respect from those around you. You don't have to try, it just happens. You are fearless, and you approach challenges with a fearless attitude, unafraid to take calculated risks and seizing opportunities with confidence. And you look the part. You take pride in your appearance. The clothes, the shoes, how you dress. Your outward appearance is just a reflection of your inner standards. You have this champion mindset, unafraid of challenges, in fact embracing challenges because you know that is your opportunity to put your competency and your charisma to the test. This fearless attitude means you either win or you learn. You either get the outcome or you get invaluable feedback that means that you can encounter future situations with the wisdom and knowledge of the lessons you've learned. Feel this growing charisma and then imagine yourself in the near future exuding this charisma. See yourself in the situations where this charisma would be most useful. Maybe in a meeting, influencing soon-to-be clients. Maybe working with colleagues, giving them a sense of absolute certainty in the strategy that you're following. See yourself in social situations, exuding an aura of gravitas. See that future version of you, effortlessly charismatic. See the clothes you're wearing professionally but also socially. There is a posture to you, a way of walking. You exude an unshakable confidence. And when you see that future version of you embodying these qualities, let me know by nodding your head. And then imagine stepping into that future version of you so you feel those things and feel that those feelings exist in your future. That the words flow, your facial expressions communicate confidence and self-assurance. You're able to think on your feet rapidly and feel that when you're talking to people, you notice the color of their eyes. You breathe in a similar rate. And imagine a beam of light from your chest to theirs, representing a powerful connection you're able to establish within seconds. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose and feel like the lid of this chamber is opening. It's time to leave this flotation tank, this chamber of charisma, and you feel different already. Feel like the charisma distilled from the most charismatic people to have ever lived is already working its magic, and you are looking forward to future opportunities to practice this newfound enhanced superpower. It's time to leave the laboratory as you get a sense that you're returning fully to the present, completely in this moment, feeling connected to these same resources. Take a breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, fully connecting with the present. As very soon I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling resourceful, charismatic, confident, full of self-belief, inner conviction, but equally the ability to be self-deprecating, affable, and likable. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.